did you want to tell Tim in that as a result of that conversation, Kim? Can you talk to Tim about the fears and vulnerabilities that come up for you, that came up in that conversation, that hold me tight conversation?
For me, Timmy, what it comes down to is I need you to be able to, I need to know that you'll be there for me when I need you the most.
And the fear is what? Well, how does that fear come up for you, Kim?
It's like all of my baggage, you know, it's my history. I'm so used to not depending on another, right? That I feel like right now I'm in this pivotal place of my life journey where I'm actually ready to abandon and trust you 100% that you're going to pick me up if I fall down, and you're going to be there for me, and I'm going to be there for you. And we're going to do this, you know, like you're mine and I'm yours.
And there's times when that fear comes, that's scary for you, Kim, when suddenly you feel how much you need this man. That's pretty scary, you know?
Yes, because I've never, ever allowed myself to need this way.
Right. So in fact, it's a huge issue of trust here, where you've been willing to step into and trust him, and that's huge for you, yeah? And I think you used before you've used a word, I think the word was fragile, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
That there are moments when suddenly some part of you says, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be trusting.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself in his hands and you feel fragile, yeah?
Totally, because I'm exposed. I'm completely exposed.
Right.
It's like my exterior is very strong, and I'm a very independent woman. I'm a survivor, you know. If you don't want to walk the path with me, then step aside, because I'm a walking. But now, you and I have reached a point where I'm actually accepting that I need you in order to walk the path.
And what's it like for you when that fear comes up? When that real fear that he's not going to be there comes up? What's that like for you?
I feel like I'm gone, like I'm going to disappear. Like I'm not strong enough to walk the path without you.
You really depend on Tim.
I depend on him, no question.
And that, I think
I don't want to.
Right. That's a very fragile feeling, to suddenly realize that you need this person, yeah?
Yes.
And there's that moment where you feel so fragile. And Kim, it's almost like in that moment when you feel fragile, you need to be able to call and know that he'll turn towards you, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things I think you talked about, if you help me if I'm remembering right, is that sometimes when you call, there's a desperateness in your tone.
Yeah.
And Tim picks it up and hears it as criticism and danger, and then he zones out.
Yeah.
But it's the desperateness he hears, yeah? So you guys told me that you'd come up with a code to try and not get caught in that tone. What was the, what did you do?
I'm supposed to do this.
So you said, the two of you said, hey, well, let's try to turn the tone off, right? If it's my tone of voice that's pushing you into that space, when I'm calling for you, and you sometimes hear that I'm mad, right? You hear that desperation as mad. So you decided to touch the ear. And that's okay for you, Tim, if she touches her ear?
Yeah, it's great, you know, because I could be misled with the tone of voice, you know.
You can get distracted by the tone of voice.
Yeah.
But if she touches her ear and looks at you in a certain way, you know that that's a sign.
You know, that's the sign. Just that ear.
That she, what does she need from you when she does that?
Acknowledging, a shoulder, a friend.
A shoulder, a friend, right.
Someone to listen to her and be there for her.
Right, someone to show that she matters to you. Right?
Yeah,
I think that's it, isn't it, Kim?
I need that. I've battled that for a lot of years, believing that I didn't have a right to have my primary male person in my life acknowledge unconditionally that I matter.
Yes.
That I matter. Like, I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to be a certain way. I just matter because I do. To you, because you're that devoted as I am to you. I need you to turn and say, it's okay, Kimmy, your rock is here. However it is that you do that, and say, come on, we'll do this together. And I acknowledge you.
You're important to me, yeah.
And you're my life. And it's going to be okay. And whatever it is, we're going to do this.
And it might just be, I have the feeling, Kim, that for you, that acknowledgement might just be Tim putting his hand on you or giving you a hug. It might be as simple as that, yeah?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a big thing, but it's just you being able to call and know that he'll turn towards you and not turn away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Big things don't mean a whole lot to me. It's those little things,
Tim, can you help Kim with what? Do you understand what she's saying?
Pretty much. Being alone.
Right.
I understand totally.
Right. You can feel that. You can.
Yes, very much. There's going to be times that I will let you down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only human. I'm going to make mistakes. I will fail. I also have a big willingness to learn and change old behaviors and bring new behavior into our marriage, our relationship. Yeah, exactly. Good.
Because you want to be there for her.
Yeah, truly. Yeah, I want to be there for you.
Right.
You're my rock.
What's that feel like to hear him say that, Kim?
Fills me right in here. It touches me right in my heart chakra.
Right. That gives you the reassurance you need, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
And it also brings up a real feeling of pride from my partner.
Can you tell him?
Yeah, it really leaves me feeling very proud of you. Because you've come a long way, baby.
We have.
We have.
And we are.
Yes.
But I think you've also come a long way in being able, for your part here, to be able to talk to Kim about your fears and needs, haven't you, Tim?
Very much so.
So she's just shared them with you. Can you help her now? Can you tell her what your fears are that come up just before you do this and you exit and you disappear? Can you help her understand those real fears that you have? That's going to happen. What's the worst thing that's going to happen?
The worst fear I have is that you're going to leave me, and I'll be alone, and I'm going to let you down, and not be there and be there for you, and let you down, bottom line.
Right.
failing in the expectations, you know.
Right. And that's been a hard one for you because you never had any relationships where you really learned how to listen to these messages and how to, you had, relationships were pretty dangerous for you, right? And you never had the chance to learn, right, how to turn towards somebody and tune into them and really hear. You were, and you're not even used to being that important to somebody, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
So it really is sort of like learning to listen to a new kind of music.
Yeah, it's exactly a great way of putting it. You know, learning to listen to a new style of music. Yeah, disco days are over now. The alternative or
country and western, honey?
No country western, please.
What I keep hearing you say to Kim is, I'm trying really hard.
Yeah.
And I am going to sometimes zone out because it was the only way I learned to survive.
That's right. Yeah, that's one of my, it's my coping tools, you know, one of the tools I have.
Sort of your specialty, right?
Yeah, that's it. But have faith.
You're asking her to have faith in you.
Yeah. Have faith in me and in this process. Yeah.
I have faith.
Yeah, I know, I could see that too. I see that. I need to know that you're not gonna give up on me. That's what I need to know.
I'm never going to give up on you.
Okay.
I am never going to give up. No matter what.
John used to say to me that he wanted me to talk to him, that he needed me to you know, just tell him how I was feeling, and I couldn't do that. I found it really difficult. For me, it was, my response would be just to shut down and close off, and I talked earlier about feeling overwhelmed by it, but through our Christmas break, I discovered that I was able to say to him, no, don't talk to me like that. Use a different tone or something. I was able to find a voice and speak, and that was good. Hey, that was really. I thought it was good.
It was a very different for us to sort of find ourselves in that kind of a conversation, communication. It was it's challenging. But the challenge was a whole lot better than the silence that we frequently found ourselves in. So it was a very noteworthy and noticeable change over Christmas for us.
That was big for you.
Huge.
And you're telling Mary Lee that yes, it's new and it's challenging, but for you, it's much better.